people, you're welcome to another exciting edition of Unscripted with Tiwa Says. Yes, I know it's been a while, but we are back and better. And today we are going to be doing justice to, some conversations and some topics. And of course, I don't do this alone. I have some interesting guests in the house today who are going to do justice with the topics that I have. And of course, it's unscripted, so we are just going to flow. You know how we do it. We just flow and we say it as it is. No holding back. No hiding behind Jesus or hiding behind Muhammad or hiding behind yourself. You just say it as it is. Anyway, I'm going to be introducing my guests, or they are going to be introducing themselves, and I'm going to start from my left.
Okay, my name is Felix. What do I need to introduce? What do you want to know about me?
Felix, the who?
The who?
Felix, who?
All right, my name is Felix Ilori. I am a creative entrepreneur and a Christian.
Oh, that's a qualification. I am. That I am. Okay.
Okay, my name is Adeyemi Morofolu. I am a journalist with The Eagle Online, and I'm so happy to be here.
And you did say whether you are a Christian, Muslim,
Okay.
or Onishegun.
I'm Muslim.
Okay. And my beautiful guest.
My name is Dolapo Ayodeji. I'm a procurement analyst. Yeah,
And you believe in God.
I believe in God. Yeah, I'm a Christian.
We have Christians on the show.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, since we started with Christian, since you started with I am a Christian, it's even good. Let us now talk about the topic that is trending. You know the pastor that is trending, that did tattoo.
Yeah.
Pastor Konko. Let's now talk about him. What is your view about that? On, a man of his, what will I call it, caliber, or, being a pastor, having followers, and sheep in his flock, doing a tattoo. And not just doing a tattoo, but, showing it, doing a video and showing it. And what's your take on that?
All right, so I would first go by saying he's a man of God, right? And I try as much as possible personally to refrain from talking about them or saying that, okay, this is what this man has done that is right or is not right. He has a reason for doing what he's doing, and I would not say, okay, it is wrong or it is not wrong, but would I do it? No, I would not. I would not do it because I know that it can lead some people to just tip off the edge. Personally, that's what I think. I have other reasons why he's trying to do. He's trying to prove a point or something, and we'll get to find out with time what he's trying to do is for. So I think that's my opinion on that.
Okay, wait. So when you say tip of the edge, which edge are you? Which edge are you tipping off with?
Okay, so let me explain this way. Some people are Christians because some people are Christians and they're struggling with some things, right? So they are just looking for that thing to justify that desire that they have in them, that, okay, I'm not doing this because it doesn't feel right as a Christian, right? Then when they now see someone they look up to, someone that they are listening to, someone who they respect in the faith, do that, and they're like, oh, okay, I'll just do it.
Okay, so is being a Christian, does it have anything to do with tattoos?
So in this context, I didn't put it in the
I'm
context
coming
of
to you
tattoos.
too.
I didn't put it in the context of tattoos. I said like some things
Well, we are talking about tattoos.
about tattoos now. I'm not saying doing the tattoo as a Christian is bad or is not bad. I'm just saying me personally, just a personal time, not the tattoos. And at some point I would have done it, but maybe now.
You're hiding, but
I'm hiding.
yes, you're hiding, but let's leave it at that.
Let's
Okay, you said at some point you would have done it, but you won't do it now. Why?
Because I don't think that it's something that I'll just feel like doing personally, not even as a Christian or not as a Christian. I mean, at some point I would have I mean, you knew me, right? I used to wear swords and everything, but I don't wear that anymore. And it's not because I'm a Christian, I'm not a Christian. It's a personal choice.
A personal choice or a conviction?
Conviction. Yeah,
Something happened?
Yes, something happened.
That's what.
Okay. Journalist Morofolu. Let's hear you.
That case is kind of, to me, is very sensitive, and I don't like trying to talk on people's belief. But I saw his explanation. His explanation was that he did the title to spread the tattoo, to spread the gospel. That he said the video he did, like 1 million people are commenting on it. So, is it valid? I don't know. But then those people that are against it, some of them are quoting this Leviticus, some part in the Bible, that you should have this thing and everything. But then issues like this, I just try to like stay out of it, because there are always two sides to all issues. Now, those people that claim that Leviticus is in the Old Testament, that those people, it does not apply to them. So yeah, I think that sometimes it's like people select aspects of the Bible that they want, aspects of religions that they want.
Once you look at it from that lens, you have to, since we're not discussing what it is, whether Old Testament or New Testament, you have to understand what the Old Testament was about and why it was in place, and why, as people in the New Testament, there are things that are in the Old Testament that we can do and would not have effects. Say, for instance, tattoos now. It is not a sin. If I do it as a Christian, it does not mean anything.
Okay, great.
Because it's the New Testament does not mean that I cannot do it. Right? The New Testament was given as rules to guide the Israelites while they were, those days in Leviticus, while they were going to the promised land, to preserve them. You cannot marry from this tribe, you cannot marry from this tribe, to preserve like the purity of the Israelites. Right, so don't do tattoos, don't relate with lepers, all the rules about eating food and everything, just to protect them. Because there are certain things that will happen in those times that would have caused them to probably be unclean.
Okay, so basically why I mentioned that, because that argument was on Twitter. So I saw someone comment that made me think. The guy said the tattoo aspect was talking about the Old Testament, and that's where people are like, it's the Old Testament. And very nice mention about offering, that is mentioned mainly in the Old Testament, but yet pastors still pick on that aspect. So I don't just want to like discuss
Exactly, like you said, people pick what's suitable.
Personally, I am afraid of needles. I don't like tattoos.
You're afraid of
that's when to me, I just feel like tattoos are like, how will I put it down? Especially those hidden tattoos. I used to think that, okay, if I draw a tattoo, many times I will not see it unless in pictures. It's for others, especially those that have tattoos like maybe in the back and everything. And I'll be wondering like, why is your tattoo at the back if you won't see it? Because I know this guy, Depay, he has like a tattoo of a lion. So after the first day that he has drawn the tattoo, when else is he going to see the tattoo? And sometimes it's always dressed up. So sometimes that's just what I just think about
for other people.
Everything. So, but if you like tattoo, do it. But personally,
No.
Most of what we do is not for
No. Most of what I do it for myself.
I'm just asking him, like,
for
like
instance,
that.
an haircut.
Like if I were to do it, if I were to draw a tattoo, personally, I like tattoos. When I see it on people, I like, and I'm moved. Like, I want to get one. But the only thing that is stopping me is the pain. And then if I'm going to get a tattoo, definitely I'm going to get a tattoo where I'm going to be seeing it. I have to see it. I have to see it. It's not just that, okay, so somebody else can see it. And then if I'm going to draw it on my back, trust me, I'm going to be wearing backless. Because, what's the point of drawing something on my back? And then, no, I can't see it. Nobody sees it. Like, it's just like.
Exactly. So I wonder why.
But, if I'm wearing backless, I'm seeing it. Like, it's adding to my aesthetics. Let's hear you, Delapo.
When it comes to pastor drawing tattoos, like you said, everybody said it's a topic I don't want to put in my mouth. No.
Everybody's avoiding it.
No. But the thing is that I don't see anything, probably because I like tattoos. I have almost 15 tattoos.
Okay.
Yes, it's almost 15.
Updated.
Almost 15 actually. So the thing is, I like tattoos. I don't joke. I don't have issues with needles. So it's something, if you want it, go for it. I have of the opinion that everybody, like when I was doing the introduction, I said, I like God. I believe in God. Everybody knows, God knows who is serving. Exactly. What I do with my God is between me and my God. I'm not doing it for anybody. So when we talk about what the pastor did, If it's for the congregation to pull crowd to God, fine. If it's otherwise, fine. God knows who is serving him. You know your own conviction. But for me, it's for myself. When I do all my tattoos, and the thing is, some people do tattoos because of what they see, they like it. And but if you must know, almost all tattoos has a story behind. My tattoos have all my tattoos have a story. You know, there's times we have our low down as a low period. There are times you're feeling yourself. There are times I have on my hand, I have on my back, I have on my chest, everywhere, almost everywhere. The one eating and the one on eating. So when you're talking about the word, why would I do the one at the back? Even the biggest tattoo that I have, the biggest art of my body is on my back. I cannot see it. But there are times when I go through the mirror and I see it, I stop and I admire myself. So yeah. I still see it. So if you want something, take a picture, please be looking at it, listing myself. I cannot be because of my tattoo, I'll be walking backless everywhere as it. But probably
back alternate top, you know.
maybe because
And
I'm
you
in the
see
corporate
shades.
world, so I can't. And is it all this my weekends that I'll be wearing backless? No. But the thing is that it's something I like. And when I see tattoos, sincerely, this army this is my canvas. I'm getting there, Sha.
Okay, you mentioned one thing that I'm interested in. I've thought about as a Christian, and it is something that I have tried to define. He said, serving God is between you and God.
Yes.
But I think it's, in a way, also a way of avoiding accountability.
No, you have to be accountable.
But I'm accountable to God.
God. And the thing is, sincerely, I'm not saying I'm not the type that will go. I'm telling you, give your life to Christ. But let me not lie to you. Except you don't have conscience. There are some things I do. Like I know people are saying people that believe they're looking up to Pastor Konko, they're looking up to him. But sincerely, we as you have siblings, you have children, and there are some people that look up to us as well. Exactly. So I won't lie to you, I'm accountable to God. And there's something that the Muslim believes that let my action, even as a Christian, let my ways, let my action not be like an instrument of downfall to another person. So whatever you are doing, please, you have conscience. Me, what I do, that I feel like in my own closet, I'm accountable to myself. I'm accountable to God, and I feel like, in all fairness, what I've done is this justifiable? Does it edify God? Does it edify? When people see me or when people hear that she did this, do they say, "Oh, and she believes in God and she's a Christian"? You know, there's something that the people say she's a Christian. There's a level to it. They're like. There are some things that like, you must not do as a Christian, but it's not everything. But in my own mind, when somebody hear that I did this, what can they say? Okay, does my action edify God? My tattoo, if it's for you, if you see like it's not Christ-like, but to me, I will not do something that would to the extreme. Yeah, I will not do it to the extreme that it will bring a downfall to another person. But your own downfall might be maybe me looking at somebody wearing a bikini or something. But it's your own choice. What I feel like should be a downfall. There is a level to it, There's a level.
Why should tattoo even be somebody's downfall? Like somebody else's tattoo be somebody's down. Imagining.
You know, some people have different fetishes. So.
And you know, the interesting thing about this tattoo thing is, you know, maybe because the world has moved and all. Because if you go back in time, history, you will see that.
Even our grandparents.
Yes, even our grandparents. Up till now, you see, they tattoo their name, Ashake. Or they've been doing tattoos for long. And
They use cashew.
yes, and it was even seen as a cultural thing. It was seen as a thing of beauty and all that. You know, what they used to accessorize themselves and all that. So it wasn't even seen like sin. But you know, it's these days that we decide ourselves what is sin. You know, we wear this sanctimonious whatever, because like you said, they will say, and you call yourself a Christian. Like, who are you? Are you Jesus's brother? Like, I don't get. Are you fighting God's case for him? God is big enough to fight his case. And the interesting thing is that God has put that thing inside everybody, just like it's your conscience. When you are doing something wrong, you know you are doing something wrong. Without somebody saying, that even you know that, I shouldn't have done this, I shouldn't have. But then you see those things that, if I do this thing now, Felix will say, I'm not a nice person. Feelings. That's the one that I don't like. But in your knower, you yourself, when you are doing something and you are feeling bad about it, then that is your conscience. And what is your conscience? I think it's the Spirit of God in you telling you that this thing or this thing dear, you are getting to the extreme, or so there's a checker in everybody. But if you are doing something because I don't know I don't want them to say I'm like this, so you want to present yourself in a certain way, because that is what it seems like these days. Everybody is trying to present themselves in a certain way that okay, it's like there's a stereotype, there's a way you are supposed to look as a Christian or as a woman or as a man, or that kind of thing. There's just a look that okay, when they see you that is a responsible somebody, and then when they see somebody, maybe they see somebody like me and then that kind of thing. So you are already judging, you are already being the, like, I don't know, you already have this thing in your mind that okay, this is the way I'm supposed to look, and that shouldn't be. I can look the way I want to look, because I'm not accountable to you, as long as, like she said, there are people, like I have children, as long as what I'm doing, I don't feel like it would affect my children negatively. And then we are all different, because the way we raise our children are different. So the way I raise my children may not be the way somebody else is raising their children. So if it works for me, and that's what I always tell people, if something works for you, it works for you. It may not work for the other person. So don't do something because you see somebody else doing it. Do it because you have a conviction, you want to do it, and it works for you.
But then going back to the pastor, he's a spiritual leader.
Mm-hmm.
Now look at this from the perspective of a home and father, mother. Okay, I do not like tattoos of this. I'm not encouraging to my children. Then my child does a tattoo. Now I'm about to rant, and one of the followers say, at least my pastor has a tattoo. There's nothing such a parent.
No, there's something. That is your pastor. This is my home.
I'm talking about the.
This is my home. I'm your father.
No, the history brought about the pastor and the public outreach. Now, there are some things that individuals do. There are some things you cannot do even as a mother. There are some things you will not do in front of your child that you do, but just because of you are serving as a role model. Now, the pastor with the thousands of followers, like, what's the tattoo? Is it a good role model? I'm sure he was aware of the backlash. He knows that the backlash is going to happen. That's why he did the video.
Why are we doing this? But why are we doing this to ourselves? The thing is that it's because we're in Nigeria, sincerely.
I'm telling you.
It's because we're in Nigeria. Because if you're out of Nigeria, in other countries, we have pastors that, in US, there are pastors that have tattoos. And who is there to judge them, or who is there to condemn them? They have piercings and tattoos. Sometimes now they will say, okay, why is the pastor weaving his hair?
I think there's this one that this
Dukoya. He has tattoos, he has piercings, he has he's making his hair.
Church. Well, like you said, are you Jesus? Maybe Jesus lawyer.
I think I would look at it this way. I think it's cultural.
Which culture?
It's more cultural than we think. Right?
Yoruba, Igbo, or which side?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Pastor
more
Papa
of
is
like,
not Yoruba.
I know it's not Yoruba. I mean, like the sense of don't plait your hair, don't do this, don't do that. And if I were to take it back, I lock my hair, I twisted my hair, I did cornrows and everything, right? So I can say that I don't mind doing it. I don't mind doing it. But at the same time, if you look at people that are complaining and everything, they're mostly the older people who were like, I mean, they're talking about from a perspective of knowing these things and attaching it to someone who did it, who probably they think didn't do the right things as a person, right? So let's say, they say only Shango followers does cornrows as men and everything. Then you doing it, they associate you with
Now you
that.
should do braids now.
Let me tell you something I know about older generation, because I can say I'm tending towards that. Let me tell you something about older generation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is about older generation, because some of the things that they complain about to the younger generation, they did worse.
You know that there was no internet. That
They did worse.
Exactly.
At their time, what was trending at their time, they did it. It's amazing. Like, my mom, I saw some of her old pictures, and I saw this woman. I saw the dress she was wearing. Like,
Mama.
Like seriously, and that was when in the 70s. I mean, very very short gown with a collar shoe that were how many inches, something like that, and with big hairdo, big earrings and all that. But now, if you see a young person wearing big hair or wearing kilo so sometimes I feel like we just try to we project, maybe because you feel like or we are scared that I don't want this child to, or something. But most of the time, from what I have seen, what we are saying, oh, don't do this, don't do that, we did worse. Like parents, I will say, Kiniko, you must confess. When I was in school, I was first, second. It's a lie.
Bring your report.
It's a
Every
lie. It's a
parent
lie.
always take
Daddy, you repeated twice. But you can't tell your kids. But I feel like we need to come to a level where we are open. You don't have to do all these things to put your child in the straight and narrow. I think what you need to do is just to let your child know this, know that. Because at the end of the day, you can only preach, or you can only tell that child. Even a child that is going to go the other way will still go the other way. Even if you say, this is the way to go, this is the way to go, you have to go this way, it is this way. No. In fact, that's going to make the child go this other way. But if you what's this idea? But if you let the child see, this is what's here, this is what's here, this is what's also here. You can be here, which is in the middle. You can be here, and just be open, and then speak to your child, and don't lord it over, and don't no, it's irresponsible children that do. Somebody was saying the other time that when we were young, it's like, you have to be doctor, you have to be lawyer. Somebody's child is you have to be those type of things. But now see the Gen Zs. What are they doing? They content creation. They don't even want stress. They are just remote job. They are just and all that. So life is changing. Things are changing, and then we need to move with the times. And this is not me saying that we need to erase our culture. Because there's still such a thing as culture. We still have our culture. We still have the things we believe in. Respect and all that. That is the one that that me, I'm really pained about, because we are losing some of those values of respect, values of morality, values of seeing an old woman or an elderly person walking, carrying something, and then you just walk past. I'll pull carry this thing. You should know that you should carry this thing. Help this person. Or somebody, an old elderly person standing, you are sitting. Those were the values that we were taught, growing up, and I feel like those are the important things. Those are the values that we need to hold there, and not that, why is your hair, why are you carrying here? Because the funny thing is that life is in phases. You see that child that is carrying me here today, tomorrow he will be wearing this style. It's a face. If it is a face, you are doing it's not, you can shout from here till tomorrow, you will not even answer it. But on his own, after a while, you just decide that, I'm not doing this again. This is what I want to do, So
But I think the issue might be like every generation is responsible for the next generation after them, right? And I would say the older generation, they are quite insecure. So they hide their past, and then they try to project what they wish they had been.
Doing.
yeah, the freedom that they wish they had.
Not even the freedom per se. For instance, maybe let's use the mom as an example. When she was wearing all that and all, she would have encouraged you to wear what she was wearing.
Well, I think my case is different, because my mom did not she did not she did not say I should not wear. But it's even in old age. It's when I had now gotten married and had children and blah blah blah, and that at some point that I had my color there, and she was like, and I'm like, sir.
Exactly. So
at over 40 years, try to tell me I should not color my hair, like somebody will be. I don't care about what anybody thinks.
My mom will see my own color. She'll be like, do you think this color will suit me? She will do it.
Exactly.
When I go on low cut, my mom will say, I think I should do this. At times, I remember there was a time my mom, she looked at me and said, I wish I met you when I was younger. Seriously, my mom said it, that I wish I was her friend. Like, should engage me, because there's some things that me I look at and like, I don't my own thoughts, the way I think about things, the approach or manner to life is one will be thinking like this, I'll be thinking like that, and next time like I beg, nobody can kill me. When would they say "Mma, ni ma kú ni kú."
What I'm trying to say is because if you look at it, right, they're trying to face you this way, and then you're like, what is even in this way that you are trying to prevent me from?
And I want to say
Right, I want to say it. I want to say what's there, like you said, you rightfully said. So if I'm trying to go this way now, and you're trying to force me to go this way, everything that is in this way, I will hate it.
Exactly.
So you tell me not to have a sharp piercing, not to do tattoos, not to do this, which I think that they are natural things. I mean, they are not bad to do. And the things that you're also classifying with those things like respect, being kind, being a good person, and all, I've classified them as this way. So me going against you saying I should not do tattoos means that I'll also be disrespectful because you taught me both together. Don't tattoos and be disrespectful. Right?
Because you have
linked it to if I have cornrows, I'm a bad person, and also I'll go and do my cornrows, I'll be a bad person. Rather than you can do this thing and still be who you are.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
So they've not been able to differentiate it. So when they're teaching us, wear clothes, don't wear tight trouser, don't wear gown that is very short and everything, they are linking it to only possible do this thing and all this and all this thing. So me now saying that I actually want to do this thing, but I want to express myself. There's that phase where everybody wants to express themselves, and like you said, everybody just be conservative back, right? So I was just everything with this part, and I want to just
let me do it and get to what
let me just get over with. So then
there should just be a balance, and then stick to the important things like values, respect, being kind,
Honesty,
being responsible, honesty, hard work, and all those things are not the superficial things, because at the end of the day, some of the people that you now force, or some of people, because I've heard that it's even those people that you think are holy, they are even the worst people. Their hearts are dark, they are wearing scarf, they are not wearing, they are looking pious, but so exactly. So it's not about what people see. It's not about what I want to be perceived as. Who are you really? Exactly. Who are you really? Besides all of that, who am I without my piercings? Who are you without your church going? Without church every Sunday? Who are you? I think those are the things that should be the important thing. Okay, you carry me to Jesus now. Okay, so that brings me to what I've been thinking about this and what I've been seeing in the we like call it adult scene, be dating scene, be life scene, or whatever in relationships these days. And of course, this has to do with young people and all, because I see that it is like the young people these days. I don't know the dating they are anyway. There are even different types. So they say there's talking stage, there's this thing, there's and all that. So are we? Is relationship? Is it still the same type of relationship? Is there really love in relationships these days? And is there even really relationships these days? I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. Is there relationships these days? And if there's relationships these days, is it love based, or is it I want to buy Bond Street, or I need someone who can cook for me. I need a homely girl, as men we say. I need a homely girl. Meanwhile, you are not a homely man. I need a homely girl to come and be cooking for me. Wife material to come and be cooking for me, to come and be washing my clothes, to come and be who will not. If I say hey, she will not say ho. That kind of thing, and then you will now keep that one at the side, and then you now be following the ones that before you talk one, they have talked 10, or the one that are wild, and then you say you keep the one that is holy. So there's just a lot of. So let me start from: is there really love, and what's love, and is there really love these days? Like the love that they say used to be back then. Is there love these days, or is it just an illusion? Are we just deceiving ourselves? Is it just like there was one thing I wrote one time, because me, I like to write, like I just think I was just thinking one day, and I just have like, come to think of it, we are all users, so because when you say voila, when you just say somebody is using, they use me, you use it. I like, at the end of the day, we are all users, because you me that I'm saying I need someone, even someone that says I need someone for company, you are still using that person for company. And the person too is using you for company. If it's for sex, you are still using someone for sex. Even if it's for emotional support, you are still leaning toward, you still need someone. So it's like, I guess it's the way life was made, that we were made to need each other. Like, you have to feed on the other person. You can't just stand alone. So I'm still going back to my love. Is there love?
My love.
Like you said the other time, yeah, when you said, okay, what is love? If I should talk about before love used to be about commitment.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm related, if you know what I'm talking about. Love used to be about commitment and patience those days. Yeah. Now, the way I see it, love is more of emotions and convenience. You said bone straight. And if when the thing is not comfortable anymore, the relationship is not comfortable, it becomes toxic. That's why I'm in a toxic relationship. Why are you in a toxic relationship? If you sit with somebody that is in a toxic, that says he or she is in a toxic, it's because when the person starts telling you why this is this and that, by the time you hear everything, it's because the person is not comfortable, or things are not going the way the person wanted it to be. Which is why I said nowadays love is more of a emotions and convenience. It's more of what we see on the internet. It's more of images and what we are seeing out there, not what the real thing. I would like to. I think I've passed how many decades now? But when I knew, okay, I'm not talking about high school love, kind of, or when I think I grew up to understand what is like to have a relationship and to fall in love. So I've done like 2 decades. That's 20 years. Yeah. So I can say the love we felt when we're in high school is different from the love I felt. What I think I saw, I think love should be when before I got married, and currently how I see it out there. So some people understood love, lost nowadays to be love, because they feel like when I'm having vibes, I'm feeling I'm vibing with the guy, I'm feeling it. It's given. It's given. It's given sexuality, sexual compatibility. It's given. So that's where some people call love nowadays. If you go to high school, the teenagers now, you can hear that I love that guy. Why? On top what? Because he can get me stuff, he can take me to the movies, he can do this. So nowadays, that's what they say it, but it's totally different from when I know what love is.
Can I say something? Now, when we were in school, we are taught
Which of the schools?
university, tertiary school.
Okay.
We are taught this Maslow theory of pyramid of needs. Now,
Yeah.
there's the physiology needs, which is food, security, shelter. There's the safety. Then we thought there's the emotional need, which is love. But then it's many Nigerians are saying 1 and 2. They are still looking for food,
Abio to
food,
feed their belly and
shelter,
shelter.
clothing. They are still looking for security before they go to emotional need. So that's why many girls will date a richer person, because they want to
Just for the
satisfy the
needs.
base, the 1 and 2, before they now think of, okay, now let me now venture into 3, which is the emotional love. So basically, I do not blame people who venture into love for maybe transaction and everything, because basically it's just something that we have to do. You have to find food, you have to find security, you have to find shelter, you have to find safety before you now think about love. Because many people believe that if you are looking for love, don't look for it in Nigeria. Because
love is territorial
what
now.
you practice here in Nigeria is not actually love.
I think I would almost disagree with you. Right? I would disagree with you. Because, like I said, a lot of Nigerians are still in the first 2 stages. But if you take your eyes off the first 2 stages, I think you can find love.
How can you take your eyes off? Not the person wey chop go dey think of it.
Exactly.
So I think love takes 2 to work.
Are you sure? Yeah.
It takes 2 to work.
It takes two to tango, yeah.
If I know that, okay, this is where I am, and I'm honest about it, and then you know that this is where you are honest about it, and we both agree that this is what we're going to do, we're going to work. Yeah, we're going to pull our resources together and make a life. I'm going somewhere. I am going somewhere. I know. Doing like almost disagree with me because
Continue now.
okay,
Continue.
we'll
When
be
you reach your bus stop.
we'll be the life together and we'll make this work. You can't make it work.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you go to I'm going somewhere.
Oh yeah.
It's work, right? And when we were talking
Please,
about
the girl, is she from your village?
from my village,
That
she's
wants
not
to
from
make...
my village.
No, I didn't know. I don't know the girl that you want to see that. I said the girl is not in Lagos soon. I'm sure you have gone. When you are, you've passed that bus stop.
Yeah, I understand you pass that bus stop, but at the same time, I think you can still
When
find
do you even
people.
want to find? And this is not saying that there are no, and I'm not even going to do cliche and say there are no good girls or good men. Let's not even put. Let's not stereotype and say good, because when you say good, what do you mean? That's okay. Somebody else is bad because the person does not want what you want. But where can you find somebody who is going where you are going, whose thoughts and goals align with yours? Sometimes you find someone whose goals align with yours, but their thought pattern is not the same. And then that is why there will be trouble along the way. Because after the goal, the thought, because everything has to be in sync. If the thought pattern does not, these days, how many people are truthful with themselves?
No.
How many people are truthful?
You said you're a Christian.
It's just vibe.
Yeah.
It's vibe.
So let me ask you
Social
this.
media and all that. No, you can't really know a person. And that's just the truth. It's a fact and it's a truth.
Exactly.
You cannot really
sorry,
know a
Tiwa, I want
person.
to ask him a question. No, you're a Christian, right? I'm sure there is this, like the revelation and everything. They talk about end of this, true of us. Now, based on the Bible, do you think you're at the end of this?
I don't think we're at the end of it.
Yes, based on the Bible analysis.
They
and
say we're at
everything.
the end of
Not
this.
necessarily.
You don't
Okay.
really. Okay, but I read
That's
an
a
article
different
about
school of
this
thought
Jehovah Witness people and the way they analyze everything about wars, pestilence, and everything. It was showing that probably we're at the end of this. Now, if I believe,
No, Jehovah's Witness, they don't believe in end of
they
days.
believe.
They believe in a new
They
earth.
they believe end of days, but they believe in end of days, like the earth, but they don't just believe that we will all.
They don't believe in hellfire.
Yes, they believe that death is the final.
They believe in a
Stage.
new earth. Well, okay.
But
But-
I'm not even
but
a Jehovah's Witness.
just-
Let me go there.
just,
Let me go to where I'm
let
going
me
to.
just,
So let me just go to where I'm
let
going
me
to. Let me
reiterate
go to where I'm
Let him go to where he's
So
going.
basically, let me just let me land now. Okay, let me land. Let me land. Let me land.
Let him land. You don't know where he's going.
Let
Let
me
him
land.
land first.
So basically, where I'm going to is
pilot.
okay. If basically at the end of this, the Bible actually says like part of the system at the end of this that people will be lover of themselves and lover of money. So basically now everybody will love themselves first. So if there is love, it's probably love for yourself. You understand? And many people always like there's always this comparative advice. One thing about women, I've known that women are actually calculative. They are more smarter than men, and they are more, let's say, they're smarter than men. They make decisions based on how it will favor them.
Oh, you think?
Yes, than men. Because sometimes
I think the average human is selfish. There's nothing like somebody.
no,
Everybody
there are
is
some people,
selfish.
some
You
people
think
are,
of
there are some
yourself
people that are
first.
choosing.
It's just a
We know
normal
people that are choosing.
human
There are some
thing.
people that will inconvenience, will go extra miles for others at the detriment for themselves.
Those people have issues.
They are, it's not.
No, I'm serious. Those people have issues. They have some form of trauma that they have not dealt with because you are trying to overcompensate for something.
Okay.
Yes. In Nigeria, we all need therapy. We just don't know. I'm serious. We have a lot of things to unpack. It's so much because, from generation to generation, trauma to trauma, to where we are now. So we have a lot of things to unpack. So when you are doing something at the detriment of yourself to please somebody else, or when you are saying, you are very enjoying, you like to go the extra mile, you are overcompensating for something. Really, really. When you go and see a therapist and they break it down for you, you will see that you actually have issues. And this is not me saying that, yes, you have something you are trying to make up for.
Okay.
You go to your child and you check, you will see that thing is there. And this is not me saying that, oh, you can't be a good person. Being a good person and looking out for someone or being nice to other people and all that, it's on its own. It's different from overcompensating. It's different from saying, I try to go the extra mile. I like to please. I want everybody to be good. At your own detriment. There's a problem there.
Yeah, I think the key word is at your own detriment.
Yes.
Right. You can look out for other people and still look out for yourself,
Which is balanced.
which is balanced.
Mhm.
Right. So I have an uncle that I don't know the amount of people he pays school fees for, but even as it does that, it's still very comfortable. So I think the matter of like looking out for others is very subjective because, like you said, if you're looking out for others at the detriment of your own self, that's what it's done.
Exactly, because he can afford it.
You can afford to
That's
do it.
exactly. But there are some people, that I've seen that it is clear that this thing it's not jelly for you. You can't afford this thing, but then you want to do it to please.
But for him, when he even started, when he even got married, I mean, family was living with him. You understand? It was not as buoyant, but family was still living with him. So that was what.
But you know that's like a traditional cultural thing, like in this part of the world. Sometimes, sometimes we shall go exactly whether we accommodate other people. Yeah.
Now I think that's where, in a way, culture will not overstep because now they not expect you to do it, even when you're not comfortable. Like Abure, only those school fees, and you don't even know if me myself.
Exactly. You don't know how I'm doing. But people are breaking that, whatever, that table business. They are breaking that table because people you put yourself under they say, see, I'm sorry to digress, but I saw a video recently and it was a burial. And there was this man at the burial and the man was, he was speaking bitterly about the dead person that, he was speaking bitterly that this man is dead here because of other people. He's not dead here because of the sins he committed or because this man is a good man. He's dead here because of other people. He's dead here because I want to do for this, I want to do for that, I want to make this person comfortable. And that the man was struggling, and the man was abroad, but that he was struggling. But of course, the people at home don't know that he has struggled and they are expecting, and then you can't say,
People.
yes, and and if only God will open his eyes, at least being dead now, you will not see that, this person I was even doing 3 shifts, 4 shifts for. So this person was using the money to drink. This person just think, I have someone abroad that just call him now, just send me money. And he was slaving, just to please other people, just to make other people comfortable. And that's what killed him. So see that he wasn't looking out for himself.
Yeah,
He wasn't checking himself. He wasn't like slowing down, like, okay. That's why I say, you say, lazy, but enjoy your money. Enjoy your money first. You worked for this money. Enjoy your money first. Be good first before you can look out for something. You can't pour from an empty cup. It doesn't make sense to pour from an empty cup. Be filled.
Well, can you ever be filled?
No, but at least to a certain level. We can't ever be filled.
Yes,
exactly. But out of what you have, you can still give. Exactly. So that's the way it's supposed to be. Out of what I have, I know I can still give. But not that I will just close my eyes. I have to struggle. And then even as parents we do that sometimes. I have to. These kids they have to do blah blah. Meanwhile, you can take your kids to this school that is affordable, but you want to I want to give them the best. I didn't get the best. I have to do this, and then you have to stay on this, and at the end of the day, she's not this Gen Z. Who's saying it? Really, at the end of the day, who's saying it? Yeah, because you could have done this, but you chose to do this, which is your choice.
No, but at the end of the day, why are we doing these things? Why do you struggle?
Yes, as parents, we like to say, okay, I'm doing it for my children. I'm doing it for my children. And it's not that it's not exactly, So that's why we need to find the balance too as parents, because I realize that some parents, maybe not even my own generation, but even my own generation, they are taking the cue now. But maybe the generation before mine, and the generation before theirs, they train their children with the mindset that, this child is going to take care of me. Yes, investment. Which shouldn't be, because you can't even try that with these Gen Z now, because I got to live my own life. You have lived your life. You did okay. I sent it to you. It was your duty. I was your child. You brought me to this world, so that was your duty. It's not like I'm indebted in a way. So they brought up children like, I did this, I did that, morality, Oxford, I did this, I did that. Exactly. I'm telling you, I did this, I did that, and then you are not expecting that, this child. So, there's not a burden on that child, God said, because, you have done this, so I have to do this, and even in some cases, in some families, the first child is trained, and then the first child is supposed to train the others, co-parent.
But
Which co-parenting should not be, because these are your children. You are supposed to be able to take care of the children that you don't adjudicate. Imagine to emotion. So don't leave your responsibility for your children. It is not good. It is trauma. It's part of the trauma that being passed on us as Africans and all that. We just take it as the normal way of life, but it should not be.
I would like to disagree with you.
Okay.
Because one thing you notice that life is like in phases. So when you are young, you first start with 4 legs. That is, you are calling, then you turn to 2, then you turn to 3, then you line up that. So basically, you know that in life, our parents, when they are parents, they strive for us. They see us as an investment, right? They give us the best education and everything. Because they know that stage will come when they too will be our kids. Understand?
My darling, that's analogy. I'm telling you that is not what is obtaining now.
But I feel that we should not, because that's what kind of differentiates. I see many movies whereby the Europeans, especially this movie that just finished with Paul West and Michelle, that the Europeans, they envy that system in Africa, the way that Africans feel that it is their duty, they don't even see it as a right of adoption, it's their duty to take care of their parents when they are old. But the Europeans discard that duty for the house, the homes, and everything. And I feel like that's just one duty that we should not allow to go. Because I feel that at least as parents, your child should be able to take care of you when we are at one point of view. But that's what that's what.
But it's going.
Yeah, it's going.
We have old people's home in Nigeria.
Yes. Okay. But that's one. I hope we're not getting that.
See, sorry. Let me just say something. See, it's fine for your kids to take care of you when you are old, because of course you did not, because you did take care of them, and then just because of the moral, okay, they are your parents, and your parents, I'm supposed to take care of you. Yes, but as parents, do not wait. That is the key. Do not wait and say, okay, I'm working. By this time now, my children will be taking care of you. Because sometimes life may not even work that way, because that child is still trying to find his feet, he's still trying to do this, and may not be able to give you the kind of support that you need. The child might even need support at some point. So I'm not saying that your child cannot take care of you, but you should take care of yourself. You should work in a way where you can take care of yourself in old age.
Yes.
You should plan for your old age. And I'm not even just talking money now, Seth. I'm talking your health. You should be able to stand and go and take the remote. And not wait like all those times, like all those parents are doing you see that in one place. And that's part of things that even caused some of these diseases and all that. You see that in one place, expect everything to be done for you. Oh, bring that remote. Oh, do this. You should be able to get up. You should be able to move. And there are actually people like that, who are still agile, who are still able to take care of themselves, who are still able to do this. Even in the villages, old people, they still go to the farm. They still do stuff. They don't wait. Not that, yes, they can't receive from their children. It's a blessing, it's their right. But they don't, it's not that they will now wait. That, okay,
but do you know that this is actually not a choice? We've seen old men of 80, 280 people. Okay, one is 80. Okay, let's ask now. When you get to your age, you don't have to pray the way others do. So, my late grandpa just died recently. Till like when he was 80, he was still praying this way. And his wife is not like at his age when she stopped, when she just used to sit and pray. So the thing is not actually the choice. It's just genetics, body, and because both of them, he and his wife, they were exposed to the same lifestyle. Because I think he married early. So they had the same diet, they had the same exercise. He is a farmer, she's a trader, and everything. But then the body will definitely come to play. And when it goes to that stage, based on like this stuff I saw from my parents, my dad is his best to take care of it. Aside from the fact that not that he permanently in his house, but at least he goes almost every weekend to take care of her. He attends to her needs, he provides the best of medicine So that should be like a duty, not optional. Because family is forever.
Sorry. Let me just say one thing about that. Sorry. Okay, in this day and age where everybody has japa, you know that there are a lot of old people who are here and their children are there.
Yes.
So you know
many
who is taking care of them? Who is taking care of them?
You know that many of those people are born, like the appropriate thing should like, okay, either if you can invite them over and give them the best of
We are talking practicality here. We are talking practicality here.
That's any possible.
Hold on.
There are lots of people now who in their old age, they are dying. There's nobody there. It's good that okay, we are going for greener pastures and all that, but then this is another thing that we need to start thinking that okay, even greener pastures, everybody cannot just go there because we are losing some part of ourselves, some part of our culture, some part of our family. This in the way, values, the way we're brought up, and system that okay, everybody together, okay, this person. But now, okay, I may be in my 50s. Okay, I'm in my 50s actually. I'm my child now in her 20s. Okay, greener pastures. I'm going, and she goes. Okay, and she's not like that. She can even start a family there and all that. Okay, and I'm here in my 60s. Okay, let's even say I decide I don't even want to travel, or she even tried to bring me a candle or something. So I'm here in my 60s, in my 70s. Okay, I'm here, but she's there. So what happens? Okay, in my 60s, 70s. Okay, I'm not a little bit, or I'm not ill. So there are lots of people who have died, and their children did not see them because they were over there looking for greener pastures, and then they will not, and they can't come back. Because you know how it is now. They have to get their papers and all that. So they will now come when the person has died. They will now come back. Sometimes some people can't even come back for their parents. If you don't have your papers, they can't even come back. So imagine that kind of emotional whatever that I still want to say we place on ourselves because everybody does not have to jump back. Some people can come back, or some people it's at that point that you now come back and give the fitting burial. Meanwhile, what that person really needs
Your presence. But from what you're saying, right, I think you're leaning more towards the duty, the responsibility than it is something that that we can opt to do. I'm of the opinion that you should do it, but as a person, I said, don't wait. Don't wait for your children to take care of you. You know that in your life you have morning, afternoon, and night, right? Your morning time you're learning, your afternoon time you should be working, and then your night time you know that you cannot work. It's rest. So I'll always give example to my uncle now. His children are married. One is married, she's not in Nigeria. But it's not waiting for them to send money to him or anything. If anything, he's still even paying people's school fees. He's going to be 70 this year.
Can you see?
And he's still paying school fees for other people. Now tell me how that kind of person is waiting for his children to send money to him. He's not waiting. If we're going to do anything for him now, like his last birthday, we'll bought something for him. This year, we're going to do things for him and all. It's not because he's requesting for it or what to do, because we want to do it. So as a person, as an individual first, don't wait for them to do it, or don't rely on them to do it.
Children of now.
Well,
Gen Z. They are going to give them to the Gen Beta. They will show you
Parents should their child.
And some parents actually do that. Some parents actually do that. Emotional blackmail. I suffer for you. I carry you. I do this.
The parents that do that, many times they hardly invest in their child. It usually depends on the riches. For example, typical example is this guy that just died. There was an audio. I could not listen to it.
Yeah, that she was cursing.
When I was cursing. She was
obviously because he didn't give her money. He didn't
because according to the little clip that I could hear in the audio, I think it was something like the Destiny boy, gave his wife mother a huge sum of money, maybe 20,000, 20,000. Wow.
That's a huge sum of money.
He has given her. It's not even up to 50,000 just for that clip.
What did she do for? Exactly. What role did you play?
So even as big as the video is, you still know it's as the father too.
Exactly.
But
there's something with that. It's about love.
No, it lives there.
Yeah, maybe because that's the case of a parent to a child.
Yes.
Can you truly love your child? As in, does a parent truly love the child? Whatever
But I
they
think
do
now, right now, what she is saying
How would you love child?
about us losing like some things. Right? It is wrong. Let's call a spade a spade. A child to take care of a parent if they have the means to.
So
You should not.
I like that last. You should not
I
think
like that. Yes,
It's
yes, I like the way you are
should-
so that you have me.
So,
I want that you are telling me so that you feel like
we said there are some things in our culture that we're losing, and this is one of it. This is one of the things we're losing in our culture.
That's not it. Also, everything is respect, kindness.
It's a part of it.
I should be kind to.
Let me
my parents.
So regard to your parents and everything is you sacrificing some things for your parents. Love is sacrifice. You cannot say you love someone without sacrifice for that person, without inconvenience yourself for that person.
Okay.
There's no way you can say that you love him without saying that and I love this phone. No. If I give you the phone that I love, it shows you that I love you more than what I sacrifice for you. So it's an action. So if I cannot sacrifice something for you, I don't love you. So I don't want to say that, your child, you can see how well they are doing and then they are not even taking care of you as a parent. It means that they love what they call that thing? Their aspirations more than they love you.
No, but you know, there's always a backstory to that.
I know there's a backstory to it, but there's a backstory. But what I'm saying now is that if I don't,
it just flows.
it flows. What I'm saying, if I,
So it's a parent that has the accent that is now feeling entitled that I'm still a parent.
yeah, we're always saying those scenarios where someone does not grow up well and they struggle, he found his way and everything. At the end of the day, the parent feels or the family feels entitled.
Yes.
And then they start calling them out on the internet. That he made it out and everything. What did you do for that person when they were with you together?
If that's the case, there are many people who need to actually go and collect. I should open.
But at the end of the day, I think what we should look at is how do we treat each other? Like the love that we have, how do we spread among each other? Do you understand? So that me as a person, how do you experience me? How do you experience me? And even the people that are close to me, how do they even experience me as a person? Because that will determine how you treat me when you get up there.
Okay. And now we are now talking about love in relationships.
Okay, I even like the way you said that how do we share love? One thing, one very important thing that you did say is that do you love yourself?
So that's the thing. That's the balance of everything.
You have to love yourself for you to be able to love another
We're
person.
coming from there. We mentioned
It's the way you see yourself that you see somebody else. If you don't love yourself, you can't genuinely love somebody else. You can't. You just be coming from a place of yes, so it's either depending on your trauma, it's either a place of need, a place of security, a place of provision, a place of that kind of not in the wholeness. Yes, validation especially, but not in the wholeness of what love should be or how it should be and then sometimes the way you experience love will also determine the way you give love.
Let me just give this scenario. Right. So, like you mentioned about wholeness, you have to be whole before you're able to link yourself to another person. Right. And so whole people come together. That is awesome.
Awesome. How many people are whole in Nigeria?
Exactly.
Adam, before even giving Eve, Adam already had things to do. He was tending to the garden, naming the animals, caring for everything, and then God said it's not good for this kind of man to be alone. So people,
this kind of man.
for man, but I mean, if why God, okay,
Putting this into it.
hold on, let me explain. Let me explain why I said this kind of man. Right? God created Adam and Eve even before He formed them.
Yeah.
They already created male and female before He formed them, like out of the earth and everything. Right? Adam came before Eve. Adam already had things he was doing before God said, "Oh, this guy needs a companion. This is the point where I can introduce this to him as a companion." It was not the point of, okay, you're male, you're female, come together, and that's just it. Adam had something he was doing that he can now bring Eve into what he was doing. And going into the case of what we look for in relationships, right? Women often look for security and all other things. And as a man, we cannot necessarily say that, oh, okay, I don't have anything to do and I want to now love someone. The dynamics of love is different from male and female, and I think we have to accept that.
Wait, see why are you attaching something to love? Love is love.
Love is love, yes.
Love.
Love is love,
So
yes.
now that you're saying
Realistically,
I have to have a Pajero, I have to have a Lamborghini to love someone.
I'm not saying
Love is
hold on.
comes from.
I'm still driving somewhere, right?
Okay, continue.
I'm still driving somewhere. You needed I just got distracted. But what I mean is that as a man, no problem. As a man, I cannot say that I love you and I want to take care of you without having something that I know that I can use to take care of you.
That's
I can have that feeling of, okay, yeah, I want to take care of this person. That feeling will drive me to even do better as a person. To be able to now say, okay, yes, I want to take you in as a wife and I want to build a life that I know that you will be comfortable in. But you're not looking for that in me. You're looking for the person who is willing to take care of you, not just because, I know that has a great future and everything. That is there, but the love inherently is there that, I just like this person for who he is, how he thinks, how he talks, how he takes care of me and other people, not just because of, he can spend on me and everything. That's secondary. But primarily is who I am.
Which is important.
Which is important. If I don't have anything, can you still stay with me?
Exactly.
no.
Why can't you?
Why? Is it your
No, I'm asking the question, right? If at the point of, okay, my business is going good and everything, and I realize, okay, yeah, we're going out and all that thing, and then my business probably hits a downtime. Can you still stay, or would you just look for the next available opportunity? Would you?
Are you asking?
I'm asking you.
I don't ask that.
Why shouldn't I ask you? Why shouldn't I ask you?
For Dr. Lambo.
Exactly, but
These days, nobody will stay. Nobody wants
So
to.
let's look at it from the two ends now.
Yes.
Right? You won't stay hypothetically because I don't have. So when I have, I can afford to take care of as many people as are ready to be there. So are we not hurting ourselves by that?
Where you are.
So on the male part, I realized that Lade will not stay because when I don't have, so when I have, I can afford to take Lade, take Shola, take Tola.
But you know,
take
you're
this
just taking them, you're not loving them.
I'm not loving. Exactly. So what I'm saying now is that the way we look at love is damaged.
Yeah, very.
When a man has more than enough, you feel like can take many people because that is what they're looking at.
That's why I say that to some, not everybody know understand what love is about.
So what you're trying to define about it has been damaged.
The purest form of love, is that love we used to do in secondary school?
That's it.
Because I think
We
I don't know
don't
about
define.
secondary school now, but then I don't owe you, you don't do me anything. I don't do
know
anything.
you.
You will escort me to my house. I will escort you back to this place.
Until
You escort
they
me
use
back
broom to
until
chase you.
exactly. You will come in the morning because you give me sweets, or or you give me,
But
it was pure.
Do you believe that?
But now I don't think exactly. So that's the
No, I'm
question.
asking like, do you?
Do I feel like it can still
It still
exist?
exists. I believe it does.
I
I
think
believe it does.
yeah, it's just
I'm going to be a bit political about this. Right? I think I'm able to realize that I can love someone like that after I became a serious Christian. That's so you see.
So
No, hold on. I'm going somewhere. Right? As a serious Christian, I realize that I'm not going to provide for my family. So I'm working. Right. It's not about not needing money or not anything. If I know that, okay, this is God's plan for me to build a family like this, I would work hard as a man. I will strive to be able to build that kind of family. I'm part of this provision.
So how will you know that the person that you want to love now is loving you because the person loves you? Or is loving you because what you can provide?
So
Because now they are saying women are not looking at potential or something now, they are looking at the finished product. Say something.
one thing you should know that you said love is love.
Love is love.
There are different forms of love. There is love, the emotion that the mother has to the child. What
That's
do you
love.
call it?
Yes, that's love.
The emotion that the husband has on the wife. What do you call it?
It's not, but you cannot compare it to love of mother and child.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
there are different levels of love. Okay, wait. There is emotion that you have towards one particular one that is your best. Yes. There is the emotion that you have for this favorite food.
And there's an emotion I have for my sibling.
Exactly.
Exactly.
So those forms, those are
There's no
all,
emotion.
they are
I
all
have
types.
emotion for food.
Wait. I
Which
love
emotion?
chicken like.
I just love chicken.
Is it not what you use?
Because
What is
it's
the
the
contradiction?
word. I like chicken.
So because okay now.
It doesn't mean that I'm emotionally attached to
No,
chicken.
not that much chicken.
But wait, we like that much chicken. I mean, we like uncut chickens and fries.
It is still love.
That's selfishness. If you don't take it,
That's human preservation.
The love that I know we are all talking about, that many people believe that Jesus was talking about, which is
it's the love of God.
which is the unconditional love.
But that's not what we're talking about here.
That it is. If you are talking about romantic love,
But
there's
even if
romantic
they
love,
have that kind of
there's friendship love, there's family love, they are still existing. But that's unconditional love.
So which love should exist between a man and a woman?
It's the romantic love.
Which one?
Do you want the romantic love?
I think it's eros or something.
No,
Yes.
I disagree.
So when
I
the
very
romance is
disagree.
gone, what happens to
What?
the love?
I
What
tell
happens to
Then
the
I hope.
No!
Wait. For me,
For you.
personally,
Okay.
let's say, I'm not expecting unconditional love.
No, you
from
should.
any partner.
Hold on.
Hold it.
Okay.
Before I select my partner, first thing first, you have to be my friend.
Okay, yeah.
If you're my friend,
Your friend
then
will
hold
love
on.
you.
Then if you're my friend, then I have to be attracted. Then I have to be attracted to you. You can move to romantic love. So when it gets to that stage that the romance has gone, then I can now rely on that friendship that allow us to stay for life. But if I'm not expecting that, they say, okay, they want to kill me, you or your husband, who should die first? And I'm expecting that to choose me over, which is like the campaign of the unconditional. It's not possible.
It is.
It's not.
No.
I'm not expecting
No,
it.
It's
hold
possible.
on.
It's possible.
I think we've watered down your love to the point where you cannot sacrifice for that.
Exactly,
It has been
because
watered.
the basis of love is
I think
sacrifice.
We should agree
The basis
that
of love is sacrifice.
well, watered down love at that point.
No, what did you say?
The basis of it should be
It should be
sacrifice.
sacrifice.
Sacrifice
It's not a
is
sacrifice. I
yeah.
cannot love you as a sacrifice for you. Right? And then if they come to and like, oh, I'll shoot you or your wife, and then I say, we'll shoot her, and they shoot a blank at you.
Exactly.
What
What happened to that
What
relationship?
is
See, the man can say that. The man,
And what?
let me make a statement. If you expect that,
Don't say that. No, don't say that. Don't say that. I think I agree.
Except they tell the woman know that your husband and your
Or your
child.
children.
Eh,
I'm glad you
she might be like
I will like my children. Yes, I will.
Okay, so say okay.
I think any man will die for his children. If they are die for
one
us,
of them. Okay, they shoot.
Can you explain very well? They shoot
shoot
your
your
wife.
or they shoot your child. They take your child or you take your wife.
Hypothetically,
Which one will you take?
my wife or my children. I think I'll put myself on the line, to be honest. I will not be able
Oh,
to
so they should not
choose.
choose anyone. Oh.
Honestly, I think not.
You know he's a Jesus boy.
Don't make it. I think I'll put myself on the line for that because it is hard to choose between my wife and my children. Like,
But in
I will
that
not be in a
condition, you
situation-
need somebody who thinks straight and think.
Exactly.
No, that's the thing. At that point,
No,
it
No,
is
but
not
I actually think
inherent.
there are some cases that
You
I've
don't put
heard
yourself
of
like,
people
no,
in
don't
that
do that.
position. They actually put themselves on the line because
Like you can't.
how do you want to
you
live
can't-
with
you
yourself
can't-
after
like,
that?
you give someone else.
If you now say,
Your children will hate you,
I
wife will
choose
hate you.
exactly. If you choose your wife,
Your children will hate
your
you.
children,
You
you choose your children, right? You know,
Your wife
so
will hate you. So
it's
when- when-
it's
when-
a lose-lose.
I will stand there.
So let me just know that okay.
Guys, actually, That I think I'm hearing that for the first time. But I know that there are times medically when people are going into surgery, you ask the husband to say the child or the mother. Some people could be very selfish, the child. Some guys can be, but mostly I've heard about that. Please save the wife, save my wife. That's what most people say.
Because
What
you know, people
they searching for pets?
Yeah.
yes.
That's the most logical thing.
Then that's very selfish.
Yeah.
Yes.
You want to treat pain like I'm not going to explain. I see what else.
Exactly.
As I'm going to heaven.
Because there was this case I heard that the child, I think they've been looking for a male child or something. So the child happened to be a male child, and there was now a complication. So what do we do now?
I was thinking about it.
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
This part of like,
One guy, I saw one skit, guys. I don't know the dude, man. I know. Please save my wife.
And that's why I'm saying that you cannot say that you should not have a love in marriage. That's what you should strive for in marriage.
But do you think that thing still exists?
It's-
I think Okay.
It does.
I've seen.
It's rare. It's difficult these days. It's difficult these days because you know a lot of people are going into people go into relationships now with textbook, with notebook, like you know, they have yes. I'm okay. I'm marrying this person because he can provide. I'm marrying this person because he can give me security. I'm marrying this. You know, there's really not that. It's a calculated thing. I'm marrying this woman because she's going to be a good homemaker. She's going to the children should be able to do this, you know. But really not like this is my partner for life. This person is my soulmate. There are very few people who go into, and that is why you know these days they don't do things like before dissolving marriage.
Exactly the point.
Because you are not even each other's friends. You know, imagine, you know, sometimes you say you met, they met in 3 months, 6 months, they have, you know, they wedded and all that. You don't even get to know yourself. But you just feel like, this is my chance, so I have to get married. Or maybe this woman, the lady, they will say, bring us back, oh, your time is going, you know, and all that. And the guy too, like, Moya Wale is, you know, you are a man now, you should bring, you know, and then you just check. Okay, this girl, she look responsible. She has been washing my clothes. You know, so those are the criteria that we are using now, and not really love. And then you know what they say, especially in the olden time, that love grows. Love grows is when you begin of, and I don't think that works now. It may have worked for them, and I don't even think it really worked for them then. But because culture and everything, so they shall stay. Because when you hear some of those grandmothers and all that, they just stayed. They stayed because of children, they stayed because they had to stay, they didn't have a choice and all that. Not because they stayed because of love.
When I'm going to get married, I think I must be attracted to my partner. I must.
What about that?
And attraction on different levels. All right, physical attraction, very important. I like finding women. Right, and the other people.
Just fine, just the face or the spec. Tell us your spec. You don't know, maybe your the other is looking, is watching this video. When the video is out on Thursday now, how do you know?
Figure 9, figure B.
You never can tell. You don't know who God will send to you. Better say your spec now.
I'm fine with what I have.
Oh, you already have someone.
Don't worry,
Let the cat
out of the bag.
Let's not go back feelings.
Let the cat out of the bag.
Yes, so cats.
Well, anyways, so I'm attracted to my partner, right? I mean, I like fine women, but that is
Like what? Please, this is unscripted. We say it as it is. Like what?
Okay,
like what? Don't code it. Don't code
If
it.
you see pastor's wife, you know that pastors, the way they say you can marry for your heart and everything, they marry with eyes too.
Which pastor? Which church?
pastor
Depends on the
exactly?
church.
Which pastor exactly?
Which are pastors?
I've not seen a pastor with an ugly wife. They only
But say your spec now.
Fine, I have a good body and everything.
They say it well, you know. Big in front, big at the back,
Arsenal,
slim. How do you say it? Is it slim thick?
body tea.
Slim thick or thick thick?
Please better set up. Nothing you want me to set up. Well, anyways, I'm sure we all know what we want.
We don't know what you want. We don't know what you want. We want to help you here. We want to help you.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
You found the person.
Maybe.
Okay. Why are you coding?
You're not looking
Why are you coding now?
I'm not looking for anything. If I'm looking for anyone to get.
Okay. Where do you get?
You can't get where I'm
Is
looking
it inside church?
It's not inside church.
Some people will. You found yours.
Don't
Inside
forget.
mosque. You are not searching.
He's looking for.
Yes.
You are not searching. Oh.
Well, anyways, I think, but aside from the physical attraction and all, I think one other thing very important is how accountable are you? What value do I hold you to? Like I say, if you don't like me anymore, this is something I still hold dear to yourself. Which I think is, if you don't like me anymore, or if we come to the point where we are not as attracted to each other as we used to be, what calls you back?
Calls you back like?
Calls you back, like what pulls you back to the point where you cannot look at, oh, okay, I'm looking outside, I'm going to cheat or something. What is that thing that holds you back?
From
So
doing
it must even be there before you even get married.
Yeah.
It must be there as a value. So if you don't have that value in place, if I say that, oh, talking and we're talking and there is that system around you is not there to hold you accountable, then I'm not sure you respect. Regardless of the fact that probably I like you, you're attractive and all those things. If that system of
What's the system?
accountability and all, if it's not there,
Faithfulness.
if people that you're accountable to, even your values, I'll marry a Christian, definitely. Right, that one is
Not take you
non-negotiable.
somewhere else. Okay?
It's not take somewhere else. Like I will find it. If you think no, I'll come back.
No.
I'll find it where I know that I should find it.
Okay.
No worry, you'll be here. My 40th wedding anniversary will be here, 50th time.
Well, 50 years. How would that be?
But I know what I want, and I know that there are also people that want what I want.
Yeah.
So you have to find them.
Yeah.
And I know that it is rare now. But they
Yes,
exist.
it is rare,
but
but
they exist.
yeah.
And I think it is rarer on the side of the men than women.
Oh.
In some spaces, I mean, I go to church and all, and I see the way the women in church are, and then the way the men in church are.
How? How are they? How? In
No,
context, do you mean the way they act or the way they dress?
I am not even the way they act or dress. I have a lot of Christian friends, and I know like the
Their
desire to
belief.
build homes
Yeah.
is
their
to build
belief,
homes
their
that will
values.
stand strong and they will stand the test of time is more among the ladies than the guys. I mean, the guys desire that, but you might not see them being vocal about it or
Yeah.
they act it out. Oh, I'm trying to build a comfortable life for my family, and also you see us working hard and all. But for those
But
ladies,
building a good and solid family relationship and whatever, it's not just about
I know
working
it's not
hard.
just about working
It's
hard.
not just about providing.
It's not about that. But there are
Exactly.
also
values that you hold as a man, especially as a Christian man, that you know that okay, I have these values, non-negotiable, but there's something beyond these values. Beyond me being a faithful man and all, I need to be able to hold my family together and be like, okay, we can weather any storm.
That means you yourself need to be very accountable.
Yes, you need to.
So I want to ask you something now. So as a Christian man and everything now, what do you bring to the table in a relationship?
First, my values,
Which are?
which are
Because you're a Christian.
not to become a Christian. Not to become a Christian.
Okay.
I mean, there are a lot of things I bring to the table that I might not be able to see myself. It might be someone that will get to see them like, oh,
Market yourself.
I've
Okay,
not
yeah,
myself.
you've been found.
I'm not on the market.
No, you've been found. You've been found.
Hey, but I just want to
But-
know.
okay,
so,
so
what do you bring to the
any
table? Apart
Christian
from
man, let's say
you're
any
building
Christian-
and providing,
any Christian man.
providing.
Any Christian man is able to provide security for his family. And security comes in different formats, right? You cannot want to come and rubbish my wife in my front and I'll stand and be cowering. And I need to stand and be like, no, you can't do this to this person because she's my wife.
Okay, what of the before it gets to being before she gets to being a wife? Like, okay, in a relationship, what do you bring to the relationship, to a relationship as a Christian man?
Guidance.
Who are you getting?
We're getting
That's
here.
what it brings. He has to
So-
be
Okay.
Who am I guiding?
Proverbs, encyclopedia.
So,
Okay, so guidance and what?
guidance, I mean, if we're talking about relationship in this sense, relationship should lead to marriage. As a
So
Christian
all
man.
relationship that
Not
you
all
need-
relationship.
The one you
That's
actually,
it.
okay, the one in context right now.
You get the definition as a Christian man. I'm not going to a relationship without considering marriage as a Christian man. So if I'm going to consider a relationship, it means that what I'm going to do in marriage, I should, in a way, be acting it out while we're dating. Because you need to see that in me already before committing to a marriage, a life with me. It's not to get my answer showing that, oh, I'm a faithful person, oh, I'll take care of you, oh, our children with this, I'll with my children. I need to show you that this is who I am, this is what I am, this is what I believe in, this is how we're going to raise our children, and before we even get married, because we need to agree on those foundational things. I cannot say that, oh, this is how we're going to raise our children, I'm like, we're arguing. No. We need to agree on them. I never said this is how I'll raise my children, I said this is how you raise your children, and everything, and we are conflicting. I will not marry into this. Because that's what will hold us together.
Some people still,
See,
some people
beyond
don't
the-
really go into details like they'll be like, when we get to that bridge,
You will not cross the bridge.
Well, you will
I love the
see.
gospel just spread now.
you will speak.
He said, what you will do in marriage, you should act it now while
Yes.
dating. That is where the issue lies. Because many ladies, they believe the fact that I'm dating you, you have not yet married me. So they feel like the fact that they are dating someone or they are courting, the guy probably sees it as courtship. Like, okay, this girl I want to marry, she's my fiancé. while the lady is seen as my boyfriend. That them just my boyfriend for now till I see a better offer.
See, let me stop you there first. The way
Is the man not
the
thinking
way
like
both
that?
parties see this thing needs to come together. I cannot see you as my fiance and I see him as a boyfriend. It's not possible. I like it will conflict. You will know.
See, what I'm saying basically is the
How
guy.
would you know?
See,
Will she tell
the
you
guy
that?
is dating.
Not about
Two people are dating.
How would you know?
Two people are dating.
So
He
let me
really
hold on.
don't know.
Oh, you're dating yourself.
Let me
Exactly.
Let me
are
address
dating
this first. Let me
themselves.
address this first, right? If I'm in a relationship, let me talk about myself. In a relationship, I'm fully committed. I would know if things are going off. Because definitely there are things that I'll pick up from you as my partner. I mean, when you first start, everything will be all rosy and everything, you'll be committed and all. But once things start dropping off, you will notice. There's no way you don't notice if you love
Fear
someone.
woman.
You will notice.
You think?
See, you will notice. I can decide to just keep quiet. I've been in a relationship where I was cheated on and I knew when it started. Like
Like
when
she
it
said,
started.
fair woman. Maybe, see, that time, was it a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago?
Let's say 5 years ago.
5 years. You think it's the women of those days, the 5 years ago, yeah? Or you think it's the braid I had 5 years ago, I still have now? So I'm just thinking,
I've
I'm
upgraded.
not even me.
yes, has been.
Upgraded, yes.
There's no way that I think if you're committed to someone, there's no way they will lie that you won't know.
Let me tell you one thing. Fear. She said again, let me repeat again. Fear woman. As in, see, let me tell you one thing. If a woman, if a man starts cheating, the lady will easily know.
Yes.
From as in, even when
Okay, wait, tell me why the lady will know.
The thing is, man,
No.
ladies get immature than.
And besides that,
I
think we just have that thing. Yes. We don't know the rules. We just have that. We just have
I
it.
will let you
We
know.
just have it.
Because we don't talk about it doesn't mean we don't know.
Exactly.
We know, we just want you to.
You will still come by, exactly.
You come back here. I'm serious. But if a woman start cheating, it is when you have gotten to the extreme. That is when you will know. But when you started, let me not lie to you. Even a secondary school girl, when she's cheating on her secondary school girls, when they cheat on their boyfriend with another mature person, meaning a secondary school girl is dating a secondary school boy and has this university boyfriend. The secondary school boy will not know, but the university boy
We know the exactly.
it is when maybe the university school boy is about to dump the secondary school. She will not tell. That is when the secondary school boy will know. So I'm telling you, even you that you are 40 years old, that you are dating a 28-year-old girl, if she's cheating on you, you think you wise. I mean, what's that? That is
say you wise.
I won't lie to you, my bro. I'm not downplaying you.
No.
I'm just saying,
But the thing is, based on experience, you understand?
we're speaking from his own experience.
Like based on the
I did take my own experience.
no,
I'm
it's
not
not like experience of the guy. You
Yeah.
understand? Okay, for instance, now, me as a person, you understand? I used to like study people, like I study people in their natural habitat, not where they're interacting with me. I study them like where they are interacting with others, and I take notes. I try to find someone else without letting them know. Like,
But let me tell you one thing. Sorry to say. Do you know that I can go out there to a gathering? I'm telling you. See, if you're a woman, I can go to a gathering and I want to form. I don't know anything because I don't know who is looking at me. You don't know me from anywhere. You are sitting in your corner, and I enter the party or into the studio or whatever while you are in a corner. You think you are studying me? Me that I'm coming with a mindset.
that's it. When you are studying someone, it's not a day after. It's not a day after. It's not a month after. You understand? I once dated a girl that I knew that me and this girl cannot last long because this girl, from my perspective, this girl is a pathological liar. The fact that when she lies is not different from when she says the truth. And I know some people that when they lie, basically, many people when they lie, everybody have their tails. Like, okay, sometimes me just say, is this person lying or not? Like when someone is lying, like normal person, we all have our tells when we are lying. That okay, we are lying. If you are observant to an extent, you'll be able to know. But when the person is lying and the person is saying the truth,
You
you
don't
cannot
know.
tell the
You
difference.
cannot
Because
tell. There's
many
no-
times before I ask questions, I already know the answer.
Mm.
So I ask the question like when I know the truth, I ask the person a question like when the person give me a false thing, I'll notice the person tell like okay, I'll keep that as in my knowledge as now that okay, when that person is lying and this thing, so as I say it's based on experience. You understand? The scenario you painted earlier about this thing, that's secondary school guy now. By the time it will get to that university, those tells that he saw that he could not attach meaning to it because of his experience, he will now like know that okay, when so such is happening, this.
Okay, by then when it's now
But not in all cases, so all those things don't work here. Don't work in all cases.
But it has worked in
Woman that be lying and be crying for you.
Guys,
Wow,
guys,
we doesn't work in all cases.
I think
No
it's
textbook
not
to it.
men
But men don't pay attention enough.
That is it.
As a man, if you pay attention, you will
Then you will
notice.
know.
You will
No,
notice.
attention I say, it's not about you want to sit down and you study the person.
No, it is
You're
not.
not sitting down to
It is
study.
knowing
It
the
is
person,
just
and then I think
finding
that's
out.
even where the emotional disconnection comes from. Women like attention. They like being like the center of the world and everything, but you're too busy here, and here. And by the time you spread the attention all around and she's not at the center of it, but to you, she's the center of it. But she doesn't know because you're not expressive. You're just like, oh,
Yeah, I'm working,
going here,
I'm
I'm
doing this
working,
for
let me
you.
come back.
And I'm doing it because of you. You're missing in me. Yeah, that's not what I want.
Did you that thing for you? Just living like
Exactly.
one corner, and then she just sees one guy that just probably just and then she messages, he responds.
Fast.
Respond. Before you know it, she joins on her phone and then you come to the house and you're like, how are you? How's your day? And that's just it. And she
A
continues.
woman that nags and she stops nagging.
Fear. So pay attention. Like mention, I think
Yeah,
the
because she
condition of
means
this thing
that.
is
Something
I would
that's taking
say-
attention.
Yeah, exactly.
men should pay attention. If you are able to pay attention, you have a good home as a man.
Yeah.
If you're able to
Not
pay
about
enough,
knowing
Paying attention and knowing your partner and knowing what your
Another
partner
key
wants
thing is
and
communication.
needs. Yeah, communication is number one.
Communication.
Number one.
That is
But you know
like-
that for communication to work, we need to have emotional intelligence.
Exactly.
I can be telling you things. Communication is a two-way thing. It's not a
Yeah.
one-way thing. So to you, you might be hearing me, not listening.
Not listening.
And you are responding to me based on, I'm hearing you, not listening. To somebody, that's communication. So after we talk.
We are talking, but we are not hearing
We are
each
not
other.
hearing, we
actually.
are not listening to each other. We don't know the message I'm passing across to you is not what is getting
See,
into
that's why I
me.
said being observant. You understand? Because sometimes, although I do not like ladies that do that, many of them use like non-verbal communication instead of their verbal communication. Like they say something like it's fine.
That's
It's
a
fine.
woman.
It shouldn't.
That's
It
a
shouldn't.
woman.
I know that. Yes.
Hey, that's a
as a
woman.
man,
You need to learn that.
attention.
Yeah.
You need to learn
Pay
that.
attention. They will do it. Like
Exactly.
it's fine.
Are you fine?
It's not fine. No. See that one like this. So start dragging her, carry her. She's taking to leave her. Don't leave her.
No, it's
See,
fine.
get to
But the
the
thing is,
point.
emotional
Yeah,
intelligence also matters.
It matters. I mean, knowing the kind of person that you are in a relationship with would make you understand how they communicate. Like when if I'm talking like this now, you might not know if I'm angry or if I'm not angry. But if I keep quiet, you know that I am pissed.
Something's up.
Because I'm not the kind of person that wants to shout or raise my voice or do anything. But if I keep quiet, in one corner just on my own, and I'm not paying attention to anything, you know that.
But what if I'm the one dating you, and I realize that when my guy, you are the guy here, and I notice that he's a quiet person. He doesn't like me talking too much and talking. And at the end of the day, I decide, he doesn't like to talk. Me too. Maybe too. I will not talk.
But that's the thing now. Why am I staying with you? Because I like hearing your voice. I like someone talking to me. Right? And you now saying that, I don't like it when you don't respond. That means that both of you are on different frequencies.
Because I'm
So
not
you
raging now.
have to communicate that. You have to communicate
So
that.
I love when you talk. I love when my partner talks to me and when she just gist about her day and all this
You
stuff.
have
Just
to
smiling.
communicate that.
Because I love when she's just expressing herself around me. So I love when she feels secure that okay, she can talk
And that's a
all
woman's
day.
natural.
Okay.
But it's
Now,
men
let
that.
me paint this scenario for you. I have a friend. She
I have a
said
friend.
this- yes.
Are you sure you
I have a friend.
I have his friend.
Okay. I have a friend, like she takes me as a personal advisor and everything.
Life coach.
She's always sharing with me. Now, this girl, she did something that affected the relationship from the start. Based on her own
What
perspective.
relationship? I want
A relationship with the guy.
Okay.
So when she and the guy started, she's someone that I know that she's like kind of needy person. Her emotional intelligence is not really that high like that and everything. She's kind of needy person. She's always like wants validation almost all the time. But then when she started talking to the guy, she now pretended she started cool. Like, I don't care if you do this. I don't care. That's the wrong image
Okay.
that she started with the guy. Like, okay, because when you're someone like you met the guy as a very busy person, he's scared out of 24 hours, it's like he's spending 16 or 17 hours at work. But you're like, you don't care. Then both of you communicated. I'm not looking at it from the guy's perspective. He was like, she was okay with it. You understand? Then suddenly the relationship started. Maybe after the let's say they got in deeper or maybe something happened between them. Then she's not like showing the other self like, the guy will feel. This is not the person I liked. This is not the person I
But then
knew.
it can't work
Yes,
now because
the
we
guy
don't
said
get
that they
attention.
don't communicate.
Okay, so
So that's what I was thinking about.
So
The guy said they
there
don't
are two
communicate.
things here, right? As a guy, I know that I can get busy to the extent where I might not be able to pay enough attention to my partner, which I've made mistakes in the past, but I know that I'm going to do better, right? So if I'm in a public talking stage, I'll be more responsive than in a relationship. The guy might have given that attention in the talking stage before they go into a relationship, but when we go into a relationship, we're like, okay, I can now focus on my work because I've secured
Why?
the
Why
bag.
do you secure? You
No,
can't
that's what I'm saying.
even when you are married, you still need to be cutting
it's
her.
hypothetical. Right, that might be what might have happened. She was okay with the attention he was giving from work. Oh, I have about the time meeting now. Let me do this, but now he's not even giving any update.
It's actually do the same way, but then she's
Because now he now
because
feels like,
you are no longer
she
friends.
knows
She knows
my
my
schedule
longer
here and
friends
all
and
that.
everything.
So yeah.
I can just do it as I will assume that she knows.
And you know that's a mistake most men make, that they feel like she's there. I know
She
she's
understands,
there.
but she
Well,
actually does not understand.
By the
And
time
she-
you now call, you now
So
she's
that
not
means
there.
and so just be assuring you that
If you
I understand you.
your
You understand? Like some just will be validating you that I know you are trying for us, yet you don't like it. It's pitching you, but you're telling like I know that it's for our own goodness, it's for the best, it's for everything, it's for you to buy my wig and everything. Yet she's not comfortable with it. Yes, she'll now be like,
She went and another man's
like
For me, I think that's just it. You just need to pay attention and know that, like you said, you don't stop cutting or dating when you're in a relationship.
Even when you're in a
Even when you're in a relationship,
Yes.
you continue.
Yes.
You
Let it
continue
continue.
because
But that's what is lacking
Apply
in most
pressure.
relationships.
Yes,
marriages.
it is. And marriages.
Marriages,
Yes.
that's what's
end of
lacking.
discussion.
Because they feel like, oh, I've secured the bag.
No, Shebia is my wife, nothing again.
and the wife too. No need for me to always look pretty.
To-
anytime
No,
she's around.
But
That's what I think that it happens now.
no, but I think the women these days, they are not
They are not
doing.
relaxing.
They are not doing for anybody.
Nobody. I know nowadays, they are not doing. When those
They are
girls
even
are
more
out
than
there,
the unmarried
girls
women
outside.
self.
when you see them dress like they will hear, are you sure she's married?
Exactly.
Where are you going to? Can't I look beautiful for myself? Can't I look pretty for myself? Even in my husband's house, I must to slay. You know,
the husband will sleep.
We'll
Let's
stay
not go to the
together.
gym when I get married.
And have fun belly like
I
some
don't
people that
some
are
people that are
looking
behind the camera.
the guys are actually whatever they are doing.
Wow. Anyway, it's been an interesting conversation today. In fact, I don't want us to end, but some people are complaining behind the camera. And I hope that you guys have had fun today.
Oh, yeah.
And the viewers, according to Encyclopedia. I hope you guys have had fun, and I hope you've learned one thing or the other, and you know how to, if you're in a relationship, you have to keep cutting your partner. And it's not just man to woman, even the woman, you need to make your validate your partner and make your partner feel needed, because sometimes the men too, they feel left out. They feel like, oh, I'm not wanted, I'm not I'm not wanted, I'm not validated, because it's sometimes they say it's all about the woman. It's the woman you have to. But what about the men? The men too want someone to, want someone to pat them at the back and rub their head and say, well done, I see you and all that. So we should just learn to do that, you know your partner, know what your partner needs. The fact that this works for A does not mean it has to work for you. Know your own partner. Every relationship is unique, your relationship is unique to you. So do what works for you. And like we have said, they say there's still love.
There is.
So please find the love, your own love, the love that works for you, the love that is yours. Find it and be open with your partner. No need hiding. If you are, I don't even know why people pretend with each other, but I guess it's society and all that, But if you are going to be in a relationship with somebody, why pretend? Why? Except if you are not there for the long haul, you just want to sari wagba, that kind of thing. But anyway, it's been fun. Don't forget to like and share this video, and also click that notification button so you know when next we are online with more gist. And of course, we'll be here next week with more gist and interesting conversations for you. And follow all our social media handles at the Eagle Online. If you check our bio, you see our handles there. We'll see you next time. Bye for now.
Arrivederci.
Clock it. Let love lead. This is February.